Long ago, when the mighty Medes and Persians conquered the land of Babylon, they ruled over almost all the world of that time. Their empire stretched far and wide, and over it all was a powerful king named Darius. He was a wise ruler, and he knew he could not govern such a vast kingdom alone. So he chose many leaders, more than 100 princes, to help him manage the people and the provinces. Among all these leaders, one man stood out: Daniel. He was not only clever, but he was also honest, faithful, and filled with wisdom. King Darius noticed this and trusted him more than the others. In fact, Daniel became the king's favorite. The king placed him in a position higher than all the other princes, so high that only the king himself was above him. Whatever Daniel said, the others had to obey. But not everyone was happy about Daniel's success. The other rulers grew jealous. They didn't like that Daniel had such influence with the king, and their jealousy soon turned into hatred. They whispered among themselves, "If only we can get rid of Daniel, one of us will take his place." So they began to watch him closely. They followed his every step, hoping to catch him making a mistake or breaking the law. Yet day after day they found nothing. Daniel was an upright man. He lived the way God wanted him to live, and no matter how carefully they spied on him, they could not find a single fault. He was faithful, honest, and loyal in all he did. Their frustration grew. Finally, they admitted to one another, "We will never find anything against Daniel, unless it has something to do with his God." So they devised a cunning plan. They went to the king in a group, pretending to be loyal and united. They bowed and greeted him, saying, "O King Darius, live forever. We have come together to ask you to make a new law, a special law in your honor. For the next 30 days, let no one in all the kingdom pray to any god or any man except to you, O king. And if anyone breaks this law, let him be thrown into the den of lions." King Darius listened. The idea flattered him. He thought, "What a way to honor me." He did not stop to think that Daniel had not been consulted, nor did he see through the prince's scheme. Without hesitation, he signed the law. And once it was signed, it could never be changed, not even by the king himself. When Daniel heard about the new law, he understood right away that it was a trap set for him, but Daniel was not afraid. He had always prayed to God 3 times a day, kneeling by the window of his house that faced Jerusalem. He had no intention of stopping now. Daniel could have closed his window and prayed in secret, but he would not hide his faith. He knew that to do so would be cowardly. His loyalty to God mattered more than his safety. So, just as he had always done, Daniel knelt at his window and prayed to the Lord, giving thanks and asking for God's help. The princes were waiting. The moment they saw Daniel praying, they rushed to the king with their news. "O king, did you not sign a law," they asked, "that for 30 days no one may pray to any god or man except you, and that whoever disobeys must be thrown to the lions?" "Yes," the king replied. "The law stands firm, and according to the law of the Medes and Persians, it cannot be changed." Then Daniel, one of the captives from Judah, they said, "pays no attention to you, O king. 3 times a day he prays to his God." At once the king realized the truth. His heart sank. He saw that the law had been nothing but a trick to destroy Daniel. Darius loved and respected Daniel. He relied on his wisdom and trusted him like a friend. All day long the king tried to find a way to save him. He searched the laws, hoping for a loophole, but there was none. Once the law was written and signed, not even the king himself could undo it. As the sun was setting, the princes came back to remind him, "Remember, O king, the law must be carried out." With great sorrow, the king was forced to give the order. Daniel was seized and taken to the place where the lions were kept. These lions were wild and hungry, and anything thrown to them was instantly torn apart. As Daniel was led to the den, King Darius said to him with tears in his eyes, "May your God, whom you serve so faithfully, save you." Then Daniel was lowered into the pit. A large stone was rolled over the opening, and the king sealed it with his own royal seal, so that no one would dare move it. That night King Darius returned to his palace, heavy with grief. He refused food, he refused entertainment, he could not sleep. All night he tossed and turned, thinking of Daniel. Over and over he asked himself, will Daniel's God rescue him from the lions? Is it possible? At the first light of dawn, the king hurried out of his palace. He ran to the lion's den and cried out with a trembling voice, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve so faithfully, been able to save you from the lions?" For a moment there was silence. Then a voice came out from inside the den, strong, sturdy, and full of faith. "O king, live forever. My God has sent his angel to shut the lion's mouth. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before him, and I have done no wrong before you, O king." The king the king's face lit up with joy. He shouted for Daniel to be lifted out at once. When they pulled him up, everyone saw that there was not a single scratch was on his body. God had kept him safe. Then the king gave a new order. The very men who had plotted against Daniel were thrown into the lion's den in his place. Before they even touched the floor, the lions tore them apart. Afterward, King Darius made a new proclamation to all the people in his vast kingdom. He declared, "The God of Daniel is the living God, and his kingdom will never be destroyed. He rescues and he saves. He works signs and wonders in heaven and on earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions." And from that day forward, the name of Daniel's God was honored throughout the land. Glory to God.